Right, welcome back to Daggerfall. We are in a alchemy shop, and alchemy shops in this game are... I've heard nothing, he hates me. But alchemy shops in this game are very different from alchemy shops in Oblivion, Morrowind and Skyrim. Because you can't buy potions in them, you just buy and sell ingredients. Only place that you can do them. You've got things like elixir vitae, and these aren't water of life, but they are not actually potions. You can't use them. You can actually make potions through a potion maker, but you've got to be a member of the Temple of Kurnith, or you need to be a member of the Dark Brotherhood to do that. Dark Brotherhood, I guess, because they are thieves and poisoners, well, not thieves, they're poisoners, that you need that will keep the diamonds and sell everything else off. But we're not even close to being a high-ranking member of a priest guild, or we haven't even found the Dark Brotherhood, so we're just going to sell everything off, because you can buy ingredients here. They're quite expensive, they're about 30 gold, and we got a nice sum for everything anyway. We got about 500 gold, selling off our lich dust and everything like that. But now we've got plenty of gold, what do we do with it? What I am going to do is I'm going to go and find myself a bank, and you can look around here, all these kind of oranges. One of those is a bank, there's some other shops there. But up here near the Odd Blades is, I know, to be a bank, and that's where we're going. We'll also stop off at a temple, because you want to have a look at what a temple offers anyway. You can get a load more quests from a temple. Each guild, like the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild, the Temple Guilds, they all loot together. They have some individual quests, whether you join the Kurnith or the Mara Temple, or the different temples give you different quests, but they essentially choose from a massive pool of quests, rather like how the Mages Guild constantly sends you on necromancer quests and constantly on casting a sleep spell on someone, or destroying a rogue Atronach, or destroying a rogue imp, or protecting the Mages Guild. The temple quests have very similar things, like killing an evil spirit or exorcising a house, these kind of things. Also, there's some interesting quests where you exorcise a child who's been possessed. But up here, we're going to go to the Temple of Kurnith. They all look very similar. I think this is the Temple of Kurnith. Look at that. This is a typical temple. You'll recognise it by its shape and also by its sign. And we'll go in here, and there goes a guard. I don't have time for your types. He doesn't like me at all. And we can join this guild. Let's see what the join of Kurnith. Okay, are you interested in joining? Why not? Why not? Novice, our trainers are available to you. And let's see what other cool music, but we'll see what they can offer. This guy cures your diseases. I've of course already got a spell that I got from the Mages Guild, so that's no use. What does this guy do? He's a little dwarf guy. This dancing woman is just someone to talk to. This guy trains you, so he offers you training for 400 gold, and if you say yes, then he gives you a little menu of what kind of things that he can train you in. He typically trains you in restoration, and he can train you in talking in your languages as well. At higher levels you can do Daedra summoning. That's actually to summon a proper Daedra for a quest, and it's much more difficult to summon Daedra in this game than it is in other games. When we say Daedra, we're talking about the actual Daedric gods. This guy over here is the guy who gives you missions. We don't want to do that. In here you can read all these books. So if you're bored, you can read the Pig Children, and you'll notice that these books are the same books as you can find the Real Baron's Eye, of course, Part 3. You can always find these books in Skyrim, Morrowind and Oblivion. They've just been repeated. You can go around, use him to make spells, so it's quite cool. I can't find the potion maker. This is what I wanted to find, the potion maker. See, now you can just buy more spells. He can't help you anyway unless you rank up, i.e. do lots and lots of quests, but we don't want to go around to do that. It's going to take us, basically, it's going to take us absolutely ages to get to the potion maker. I thought there would be someone to sell potions to you here, but obviously not, so you can't buy potions. Potions would be really useful, to be honest. Potions would mean that you don't have to sleep to recharge your health, you don't have to sleep to recharge your magicka, and in an emergency they'll be very useful. It also boosts your reputation with the note that if you're a vampire and you enter these places, you actually take damage, which is quite a neat thing, I think. You can also, when you're character creating, you can actually say, put that as a disadvantage, take damage inside churches. Of course, that is a very minor disadvantage because hardly any, not that many people spend that much time there. But we're gonna, this is the main shopping centre, if you like, of Daggerfall. Here is another armourer that looks like a general store. This is the bank. This is where we need to go to. Yeah, a boring walkthrough, you think, but bank is essential. Look, we talked to this guy. He's the rich banker, and as you can see, we've got 43,000 gold hanging around, weighing us down, which is why we couldn't actually carry that much. And if we're going to go on off questing, we really desperately need to have something, put a deposit down and only carry around about 1,000, 2,000 gold. So let's just try and deposit everything. So let's deposit away 43,000. Remember, you do need to have a bit of gold left over because you need to travel around. Because if we're going to go to Wayrest, that's going to cost us about 100, 200 gold. So we need some gold to carry around. Letters of credit, of course, are a lot better because they don't actually weigh anything. They weigh half a kilo or half a pound or whatever you like. But we're just going to try and empty as much gold out as you like. You can buy, houses here. You can buy a ship here. That's let's have a read of this note anyway. It says, my eyes and ears abroad say you are interested in the fate of certain letter. Any emperor should not be so careless, nor should a queen. Should really come to visit me in Castle Wayrest. This is Princess of Wayrest, Morgiah. And this letter appears in our inventory when we're level 3, which we're already at. A lot of these main quest things are level dependent, so you'll only be able to get these magically appearing if you are the prerequisite level. Now we're in Daggerfall, and you can see all these different places that we haven't even bothered to visit and how huge the game is. Yalcon, Frygras, Uvius, Twerin, Borean, Anticlair, and Bethany, which was the disputed area, and this is Cyberdes, and this is Sentinel around here. This is the main capital of Hammerfell. Alakir Desert. So this is absolutely huge. We've only been exploring this tiny area around Daggerfall and it's taken us ages. Now we're going to find Wayrest. Wayrest is somewhere around here. Here's Wayrest. This is this entire region of Wayrest. So we click on this and we find Wayrest in that place as well. Wayrest is the main merchant city. So let's get our way to Wayrest. It costs us 630 gold, so it costs us a lot of gold, 25 days to get there as well. It takes us a long time, so you're not exactly going to fast travel, and literally if you tried to do it by yourself, you'd just spend the entire time with your finger on the forward button, and you'd take weeks to get there. This is much quicker. This is Wayrest. Now, it looks very similar to Daggerfall. Wayrest is supposed to be the major merchant power of Iliac Bay, which is this kind of area surrounding, in between High Rock and Sentinel. We want to get to the palace over here. But basically, Wayrest was supposed to be this very minor town, this town which was only home to a few merchants. Daggerfall was the main population centre, and then gradually over time, as the pirates got killed off, Wayrest became more and more powerful, and now it's the most powerful merchant power, and in its own right, it's decided to have its own royalty. Basically, the whole thing is based on money. It looks very similar to Daggerfall. If we ever, well, we hopefully will go to Sentinel soon, but if we go to Sentinel, you'll see that the architecture is very different in Sentinel and Hammerfell, but this is very similar to Daggerfall. And I guess the idea of it is that this is just a home from the rich merchants that used to live from Daggerfall, and now they decided to shift themselves over to Wayrest and be the major power out here. Even the people look very similar to people in Daggerfall. But over in Wayrest you'll find all the usual facilities, you know, the Mages Guild, all the temples, the Fighters Guild as well, and decent shops, and here's a river. You don't want to get into one of these. My swimming skill is incredibly low, so we just essentially get stuck. If you ever get stuck in one of these, because we basically can't swim, we just get stuck. You can jump and then you can float out of it. Look at that, we floated out of it. So don't get stuck in the river unless your swimming skill's particularly good. I don't think even moving around in those improves your swimming. You actually need to you need to swim underwater to improve your swimming skill. But look at this palace. This palace ground is immense. This is what you'd imagine royalty to have. Look at this place. The design of this place is really quite nice. Of course the graphics are nothing near to what they are today, but look at that. That's good. That is really good. Anyway, we're gonna get in here, unlock this door, and we're in the spooky Wayrest Palace. Well, this kid over here, this kid over here, you can go and talk to him. Yeah, and he just growls at you. He does a spooky growling sound. I mean, that's a pretty creepy kid. You've got your own battle mages around here. They start attacking you if you start attacking them. And all of these people you can talk to. These kind of evil creatures or NPCs, they'll fight you. But you've got your... we don't want to talk to them right now. King Ideware, and you've got Queen Baronziah of all the books. And over here you have Morgiah, who actually sent us the letter. So let's go talk to Morgiah and see what she has to say. So you're trying to track down that letter of the Emperor. A few scandals that I'm totally ignorant, so I can give you some information, but I will need a champion that does not fear the fire of oblivion. Of course I'm interested. Okay, don't ask any questions. Get the letter to a certain high-level sorcerer at Necromancer's Crypt, Scork Barrow in Dragontail Mountains. If you avoid the rift, you see it, you've gone too far. They will not be expecting you, and they will try and kill you, because Necromancers feel that death is a reward for the living, not a curse. I expect a response from the King of the Worms in my hand 1 month from now, absolute latest. The risks are very high, Cat. Please do not fail. So, that is our mission. This is her letter. I agree to your terms. I'll give you my first if you exert your influence on King of the First Hold.